What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. What's up? Y'all gonna ride with me for a little bit. I'm driving and I'm caught in the illest of traffic. What I don't love about New York City is this traffic. I mean, when I say crawling, we are crawling right now. This is so corny. This is so corny. Like, this is the corniest in the whole wide world. Let's see if anybody come up in here, hang out with me for a little bit. Help me get home, y'all. Oh, my word. I am so over this. I am so over this traffic. I've been sitting in this traffic for like 45 minutes to 1 hour. And I've only gone like 10 miles. This is crazy, you know. But anyway, how y'all doing? Fatima? Hello. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn off my... Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm going to turn off my... Okay, good. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, how about now? Are we good now? If not, guys, if I'm not good, if it's still acting up, I'm going to just chalk it up and start over. Hi, Fatima. How you doing? I haven't seen you in like super long. How you been? I am caught in traffic. Y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see this disgusting traffic? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the way I've been driving for hours. Hours and hours and hours. Just like this here. So I was like, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk to my people for a little bit. Maybe we can have a fun little discussion. Because this right here is so whack, so corny. I'm good. I'm doing well. God is good. God is great. I'm just coming back from hanging out with my mom. I had to take her somewhere today. Let me turn it back around. I had to take my mom somewhere today. And I left my mom's house at 3 o'clock. What time is it right now, y'all? And I'm not even in Jersey yet. I'm not even back to New Jersey yet. I've been on the... What did you say? I saw that awesome family reunion, Queen. Yes! Oh my God, Fatima, the family reunion was so fire. That was my husband's family, but his family is my family. But it's his blood family. And we had such an amazing time. I had so much fun. I want to go. I wish I was going somewhere this weekend, child. But this weekend, I'm just going to be at home working on some stuff. I'm not going nowhere. It's 5:16 a.m. here in the Philippines. You in the Philippines? In the Philippines? He got a mansion? What song is that from? Anybody? Anybody know what song that's from? in the Philippines. You got a mansion? It's a Noriega song. What? Y'all know that song? What car is that with that weird? What's up, Corbin? Shout out, Corbin. How you doing? Welcome to the live. My name is Coach Mean, and I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Amina. You're from Algeria. Wow. That's dope. What kind of car is that? What is a Rivian? What kind of car is that? I'm doing well, Amina. How are you, dear? I hope you're doing okay on this good Friday. Wow, Fatima is in. Hi, Miss V. How you doing, Miss V? I'm driving back from New York. Well, actually, I'm still in New York. I've been on the Belt Parkway for like 2 hours. 2 hours on the Belt Parkway. I'm just, I wish I could just fly over these cars. Do y'all remember, like, well, I'm 46, so when I was a kid, there used to be this show called The Jetsons, and they used to have flying cars. In reality, I don't want there to be flying cars, because you see how crazy people drive on land? Imagine if we had our cars in the air. Yikes. That would be dangerous. It would be bad. That would be bad. I don't even want that. How you doing, Miss V? I hope you're doing well. Don't you worry about yourself shopping and looking at your phone. Huh? I don't know what that means. I don't think so. I don't want us to be driving like the Jetsons, because that's going to be dangerous. These people drive crazy on land, in the air. We can keep the cars right where they at. That's going to be like all these airplanes, all these cars turning into airplanes in the sky. No thank you. But Miss V, I don't know if you know, but I am fully monetized. I am fully monetized here on YouTube now. And I think that is so crazy. I mean, I've been putting in a lot of work. But I found out last weekend when we was driving to the family reunion, I found out that I'm fully monetized. I know that, what did Amina say? Did you know that in Algeria, drivers are forbidden to use their cell phones or even eating because it distracts them? I feel you on that, girl. I feel you I get it. And I'm gonna be, right now I can look at the chat a little more because we're in thick traffic moving. I'm just gonna be talking. If I stay online, I'll just be talking. I'm so wrapped up in your love, let me go. Let me breathe. Stay out of my fantasy. So we still rolling, y'all. We rolling. It's moving a little bit. I'm getting ready to get on the Verrazano Bridge right now. Hopefully when we get on the other side of the bridge, was terrible. You hear me? It was just terrible. Let's see, we getting ready to get on the bridge. Let's roll, y'all. Oh, child. We still in traffic. Golly. Woo, somebody save me. Somebody come get me. Somebody come get me. Ooh, who's in the chat? Is anybody still here? I wonder if anybody can hear me. I don't even know. I guess I'll find out when I watch this back later. Let me breathe. Stay out of my fantasy. Oh. We hear you. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Okay. So today I had to take my mom to an appointment. And I'll do anything for my mama now. I woke up early this morning. I traveled all the way to Queens, picked my mama up, drove her to an appointment because she was a little nervous about it. Everything ended up being a lot easier than she thought it was going to be. But she needed her baby girl, needed her daughter. So I took the day off so that I could go with her. And I feel good about it. You know, I feel good that she felt comfortable, and because she was real nervous. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying earlier, because I went live when I was on my way here, and I was saying, you know, while you got your parents here, child, like, try your best to be there for them as much as you can. And I always think about all the sacrifices my mom made for me. If I can kind of pay her back, even a little bit, then I want to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want her to feel like she's out in this world all by herself, you know? And let me breathe. What's up, coffee? Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. Can you hear me okay? Because my service keeps going in and out. And I apologize, guys. I'm trying my best here to connect with y'all while I'm caught in this traffic. But it's not letting me be great. It keeps going in and out. Where I am, this area does tend to drop your call a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a portable hotspot so that when I go live and I'm in the car or something, it will be reliant on the hotspot and not everything else. Yeah, everybody left, child. They left me. But that's okay. That's okay. They left because the service is going in and out. I get it. I know that's annoying. And there's so many people that are on YouTube. I get that, you know, but to be honest with you, like, when I go live, I'm doing it because I want to connect with whoever shows up in the live. I don't really, you know how like some people are real focused on the numbers, how many people are in the chat. I don't mind if it's one person or if I'm, you know, have 100 people in the live. It's, you know, it's really about connection for me and getting to people to get to know me a little better. Like, who is this girl that be on your YouTube streets? So going live, that kind of helps with that because there's no filter. Like, you it's just you, and stuff gonna fly out your mouth sometime. You know? And I'm caught in this traffic, so I was like, I need somebody to keep me company. My man, he on his way to do something, so he can't he can't keep me company right now. That's okay. But let me show you this traffic, child. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is for CJ. CJ, you here? CJ said, you're not being safe. Lala, what up? Lala, la 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 la. Ha! She said in Atlanta traffic, we drive back. Let me tell you something. I was sitting on one highway for 2 hours. For 2 hours. I finally got over the bridge. I'm in Staten Island right now. But Staten Island traffic is just like the other traffic I just came out of. I know y'all sick of hearing me talk about traffic, so let's talk about something else. Let's talk about, you know, I was talking about with my sister. It was kind of a deep conversation. Oh, you live in VA, Coffee? That's cool. I'm gonna be in Virginia soon. I don't want to say exactly when, but I'm gonna be in Virginia soon. That's why people don't drive up north. Let me tell you something about this damn. Whew. This traffic is out of sight. Like, I left my mom's house at 3 o'clock, y'all. When I drove here this morning, when I drove to my mama this morning, I got to her in an hour and a half. Now, this afternoon, I was sitting in traffic for 2 hours. No people, no chill. Look, she's, ooh, ooh. I hope y'all can hear me. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. Where I live in New Jersey, there's no traffic. She said she's from where? What's up, Monique? How are you? Can you hear me? Please put one in the chat if you can hear me, guys. And if you don't, that works. Okay, cool. Cool, y'all can hear me good. What's up, Monique? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? So yeah, me and my sister, we were talking about, like, I did a sit down video talking about this. We were talking about, like, what happened to the elders in our community. I'm talking about us in our community. Like, we got 40-year-olds trying to be 25, not leading the new generation to you know what I mean? Like, we're not teaching the new generation. We were talking about that at length, and we were talking about specific people, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about specific people on the live. But there's a real issue when you got 40-somethings competing for the same men as 25-year-olds. What's going on, child? Dollar Tree charging $175. Ooh, Lord. Wait, the Dollar Tree is now $175? She said, let's discuss. Yeah, let me tell you something, Coffee. I was like, it's really becoming an epidemic here. Like, people don't want to embrace their age. It's like these women are like, and men too, are trying to recapture their youth or something. I don't know what it is. One of my theories was, I wonder if, so when I grew up, when I was about 12 years old, 12, 13, I remember the first time I heard about a 12-year-old girl becoming pregnant. And it was like a shock. Like, everyone was like, oh my goodness. It was a big, big shock, right? But then somewhere between that and when I got to high school, teenage pregnancy became like commonplace. Like, it was like a norm. And I wonder if, because of that, because if a woman, a young lady had a baby really young and then had to spend her formative years, like her 20s, when she should be outside partying and everything, had to spend that time taking care of children, I wonder if now that the children are kind of grown and taking care of themselves, if they want to recapture what they missed out on. I wonder if that's it. But I know that's not every single person. So then the other part of what we were saying was, I wonder if the other girls or the other women may have gotten married young or gotten tied down young in a relationship in their early 20s, mid 20s, and then they got divorced, and now, or they I was in reverse. Can you hear me now? I feel like that commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I wish there was a way that you could tell when you're on live when you're glitching. You can't tell until the people in the chat tell you they can't hear you. You can't tell. It just looks normal. I have to keep refreshing the live. I'm glad I learned that feature, child. I have to keep refreshing it. But we were talking about that, and I was like, I wonder what it is. Like, is it like people don't want to embrace their age? And I'm not judging. I really just want to know, because it's something that I see quite often. And I'm like, and people are even like, if they're in a relationship with someone, in a marriage, and they become kind of bored in the relationship, they're leaving their relationship and running outside to the streets. That's happening a lot. Did you know that women, for the most part, are the people that initiate the divorce proceedings? And I'm sure in some cases it's warranted. But there are relationships, I even know some people that have left a marriage because they were bored, because their husband wasn't romantic enough. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that that's enough reason to leave a whole marriage? What you think you're going to find out here? You think you're going to find Prince Charming? Because let me tell you something. That's a fantasy. If you think you're going to find this man that's going to be some perfect specimen that don't have any flaws. Yes, it is prevalent now, disposable marriage. And I think what I was saying to my sis, I was like, when I was a little girl, I was like, what was a lot of the stuff that we watched? When I was a kid, we watched a lot of Disney movies. We watched a lot of princesses get married, and a lot of these girls was getting married. A lot of them princesses was getting married super young, by the way. But we would watch those. We would watch all those Disney movies, and there was always this Prince Charming that came along and saved the day. And I think that carries with you to adulthood. Maybe not literally, but I think there are women that really think that they're going to be in this perfect relationship. They think they're going to be in a relationship with someone that there's never going to be an issue. There's never going to be, any conflict. And that's just not reality. I'm not saying that you should be arguing with your spouse all the time, but there are going to be times when you don't agree. There are going to be times when life's and you don't have a chance to do things that you normally, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a chance to do things that you really want to do. Like if you're going to be with someone for life, God forbid an illness happens, or they start working a job where they're working a lot of hours. They might not have the time to be rubbing on your foots all night long, right? Does that mean that the love is gone from the relationship and you should leave? I don't think so. And I wonder where that attitude came from. Is it just because divorce really became more commonplace and people were like, you know what? If I'm not happy, I'm just going to get a divorce. I've heard people say that. Like they're like, if the marriage don't work out, I'll just get a divorce. And I'm like, do you know how hard divorce is? Do you know how cumbersome divorce is? I've had to have a divorce. Okay? I've talked about that on my channel before. I've been married before. I got married. My first time I was married, I got married really young. And he just was not the right person to marry. I'm going to do a live on my members and talk more about it, where we can have more of a more intimate conversation about that. Because I'm not saying that you should never have a divorce. Yes, Janet, you are so right. Marriage is hard work. And it requires two people that are willing to do the work. Not one person that's always walking on eggshells. Two people that are willing to do the work. Marriage is not for I agree, Coffee. Marriage is not for everyone. Marriage is not for everyone, and having children is not for everyone. I don't think everybody should have children. I know that's not really a popular that's not a popular opinion. But I don't think everybody should have children either. And the job I worked before, I really learned that not every woman has that maternal instinct. Some women really don't have a maternal instinct, and they have children because of societal pressure, and they really don't need to have children. Okay, being a mother, being a mama is hard work. The sacrifice, to be a good mom, the amount of sacrifice that you have to be willing to do, that's not for everybody. That's not everybody's ministry. And I'm sure there's somebody in the chat or somebody that will watch this that did not have the best mom. Their mom probably did the best that they could, but they didn't have the best experience with their mom. I know people like that don't have a good relationship with their mom to this day. You know, guys, I am still, listen, when I get home, I'm gonna probably bust out in tears, because this is just torture. Whew, this is torturous. But it's really something to think about. It's something to consider when you're talking to your daughters. Motherhood is my most precious achievement till this day. Listen, Coffee, I lost my daughter when she was 6 years old, and when I tell you, of course my heart is broken, and I have a hole in my heart forever. But when I thank God, what I thank God for is that I got to experience motherhood. I dislike driving in traffic too, Janet. I dislike it too. I got the opportunity to experience motherhood, to carry my daughter, and that bond we had with her while I was carrying her. And then when she was born, and that first time we looked at each other, and I could not believe, like, I just started crying these happy tears. I could not believe that this precious little baby came from me. Like, do you guys remember that feel, like your first child, that feeling? I was like, I said to her, from this moment on, I am going to protect you with I will die for you, little girl. Like, I love that little girl, like, and I'm sure all moms, most moms anyway, feel that way. Like, the mama bear comes out. The mama bear comes out. Oh, Coffee, you watched it? What did you think? My story is, sometimes, guys, to be honest with you, I don't know if I ever said this before. Sometimes I have an out-of-body experience. Like, I know that it happened to me, but sometimes I still can't believe it. And it's been all these years. And I still can't believe that my child, that little girl that I held, that I looked at with her little gap, she had a gap like me. I have braces, so it's not as prominent, but I used to have like a really pronounced gap. And she was born and her gums are the same exact gums as mine. And I was like, you're gonna have a gap. And she was so cute with her little face and her little sound. Oh my God. I couldn't believe, like, that feeling. I always say, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to at least experience that. Because there are women that want to have a baby with all of their heart and soul, and they just are unable to. So I thank God for that. But when I tell you guys, I'm living with a pain I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I live with it every day. And I talk about it and I share it just because of that. Because I hope I can inspire other people that have to live with a terrible pain, that have to live with missing somebody, longing to talk to them again, you know? Thank you, Coffee. She really did, like, she was really starting to look like me as she was getting older. Like, I would look at her sometimes and look at old pictures of me, and I'm like, whoa, we really looked alike. And her birthday was like a week after mine. She looks just like you. Yes, you help. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. because it's not easy to talk about. It's not easy to share. And one of the hardest things is really like when I meet new people and they ask, because most people do ask this, they ask, oh, hey, you have any kids? And I'm like, I take a deep breath because I'm like, child, if I tell you yes, there's always a follow-up question. Well, how old are they? And I don't, sometimes I don't feel like talking about what happened. So that's always I don't know, it's always a hard thing for me to do, is to figure out whether or not I'm going to tell them what happened, or if I'm just going to say, yes, I have a daughter and she's 6 years old. I don't know. That's tough. What? Grab me by the Epstein file? Thank you, Coffee. But you know what? I don't feel like that. I feel like that, but then I don't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. These people sat here and put up this sign that says, grab me by the Epstein file. And they're waving American. I wish I could show y'all. But my Lord, today. Oh, thank you, Coffee. Ooh, when I tell you it's something you do not, hold on to your kids. Hold on to your children. This is really crazy. But you know what? Anything for my mom to the fact that I was able to ease her mind today and be there to support her the way that she supported me all my life. I'll sit in 5 hours of traffic for my mama. And that's what I think about. Like when I'm getting really frustrated, I'm like, this was all for your mom, girl. How many times has she sacrificed for you? So many times. So many times. What she said, you are forever a mother, just an angel mom. But coach, the elderly in denial, let's go. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's really a problem. Like, when we were growing up, right, there was a style that the young people had. There was a style that, like, teenagers had. There was a style that, like, 20-year-olds had. And then the 40-year-olds dressed a different way. It's not like that anymore. Now, 40-somethings are trying to look like the 25-year-olds. What happened? Like, what happened? Is it social media? You think social media has everybody wanting to be cool and wanting to look a certain way? I don't know. And I'm not saying that, like, just because look, what I have on today, I'm colorful, I'm looking like, but I'm talking about, like, the hairstyles, the everything. It's like everybody has the same look. And everybody is not, when I say everybody, I'm being general. But they're fighting over the same dudes. They're trying to get with the same people. Like, they're in competition for the same attention of the same people. And I'm like, well, who's leading the charge here? Janet said, I took care of my mom until the day she passed. May she rest in peace. That must have been, let me tell you, I dread that day, child. I dread that day. May she rest in peace, Janet. I know that must have been tough. Like, so your mom was ill? Whew. I mean, the traffic go all the way over there, y'all. You will forever be blessed, Janet. Whenever you take care of your parents, you will be blessed. And I'm blessed to still have my mom and dad living and doing well. Like, they're in their 70s. And my mom, she works out with me every day. Like, she does my classes, my mother. She does my classes every day. And my dad is still kicking. He just came back from London. He was in England for like 3 weeks. So I'm blessed to have my parents and to still have them fit at their ages. You know what I mean? And I pray that they can stay as healthy as possible for many, many more years. Yes. I spoiled my mama. I love that lady. She's so cute. Like, she is adorable. She was so nervous today. I was like, Mom, you're really nervous. You really needed me to come here. You needed your daughter today. Because she didn't ask me to come with her. She just said, I have to have something. I have to have this done. And on such and such date. And I was like, what date? And I just put it in my calendar, and I told them at work, I ain't gonna be here. Yeah, cherish your parents, and please, guys, I know you probably do, but cherish those kids. Make as many memories as you can with them. As many memories as you can, because that's what I hold on to. I know I'm jumping all over the place. My mom's 71, Coffee. My mama's 71 and my daddy's 70. He's gonna be 76 in September. Damn, my papa's gonna be 80 years old soon. Lord. Hi, Stephanie. I'm driving, so, and it's clearing up, guys. So me looking at the chat, we're not gonna be looking in the chat as much once we start moving. See, I'm headed to New Jersey now, and once I leaving New York City, you see this? Now we're moving a little bit. Now the road's opening up a little bit. I really appreciate y'all hanging with me, even though we had some technical difficulties with the sound and the service. That's so ghetto. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get me one of those portable hotspots. So hopefully that alleviates that. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm gonna be careful. Yeah. Ooh, and I got some food from one of my favorite Jamaican restaurants. I got some curry chicken and cabbage from there. Ooh, I love this. I love this. See, in New York, that's the one thing about New York, y'all. Like, they have some amazing restaurants. Like, I mean, like little mom and pop restaurants where you can get some good food for a decent price. Like, I got a plate for me and a plate for my husband, and it came up to $30. And they pack, when I say they pack your plate, when I took that plate out of the store, it felt heavy, it felt hefty. But when I'm in Jersey, where I live anyway in Jersey, and I go to the Jamaican restaurant that's close to my house, if I don't feel like cooking, child. Oh, BD came back. What up, BD? Yay! The traffic is gone. Hallelujah. All praises be. In New Jersey, well, we're not in Jersey quite yet. I still gotta, once we pass over, we'll be in Jersey. When y'all get on the turnpike, all my people that drive in New Jersey, when you get on the turnpike, do you get on the car side or the truck side? Let me see who gangsta here. Anybody get on the car? Which side y'all get on? The car side or the truck side? And do you got an easy pass? Huh? You got an easy pass? I'm asking y'all questions like I can look at the chat. Woo! All right, it is 6 o'clock. What time am I gonna get home? Exit 7. Exit 7! Okay. Something about Easy Pass. I can't see that, child. Oh no! Lord have his mercy. They don't want me to go home tonight, y'all. They don't want me to go home. They want me to talk to y'all. That's the universe is saying we need to have a chat because this turnpike. And I was hoping to be home already. Like, I left my mama house at 3. I was like, I'm gonna get home the latest by 5:30. Ciao. Psych. This is crazy. So I'm on the truck side, guys. I normally do the truck side because the truck side cheat code, but and it still is, even though it's kind of packed with cars, because it's packed with traffic a little bit. Because the side, all I'm seeing is red lights over there. So, Brian. So I was just saying how we were just talking about honoring our parents. And I'm sorry, guys, if it's triggering for you to talk about your parents. Like, if you lost your parent, I totally, from the bottom of my heart, offer my condolences to you. I don't know the pain of losing a parent, but I know the pain of losing a loved one. And it is not cute. But we're not going to talk about that no more. I want to talk about something happy. Let's talk about the fact that I am going to the Brandy and Monica concert. Any Brandy and Monica fans in the house? Anybody? When I was growing up, I was a Brandy fan, big time, big Brandy fan. You understand? She said, Jersey. Hey. To be real, guys, the only reason why I'm living in Jersey is because when I met BFF, he lived out here. And when we got serious, I moved out here to be with him. That's the only reason why I live out here. You miss Jersey, Ryan? Jersey, it's alright. No, I don't live in Newark. I live near South Jersey. Well, central, kind of central Jersey. More central than south.